Specialized institution of the Romanian state with over 155 years of experience, the Romanian Gendarmerie represents a main component of the Ministry of the Administration and the Interior, in charge to perform important duties in the area of public order, to protect the fundamental rights of citizens, democracy, the community and state legitimate interests. Institution with a glorious tradition, created by a major social request, the Romanian Gendarmerie has powerful roots in our national history. The most important testimonies of this tradition are placed in the Gendarmerie Museum, where there can be found many patrimonial items who certify the creation of this structure. The official birth certificate of the Romanian Gendarmerie was signed by the Moldavian ruler Grigore Alexandru Ghica on the 3rd of April 1850, when was promulgated the rule for reform of the corps of the servants in gendarmes. There are important also the laws regarding the rural gendarmerie, emitted in 1893 and 1929. Inspired by the French model, these laws granted the institution distinct personality and defined the gendarmerie as a structure organized by military principles and trained to ensure the state security, maintaining of public order and the applying of the laws and rules. During the Independence War from 1877, the Balkans War from 1913, and during the two World Wars, the Romanian Gendarmerie had a remarkable role as combatant and also as public order force. In 1949, simultaneously with its reorganization, the Gendarmerie lost some attributions. It changes its name many times. In 1989, this military institution gained the name Security Troops. After the fall of the communist regime and while the mentality of the people started to change, the Gendarmerie represented one of the main pillars which supported the building of a new democratic state. At present, the Romanian Gendarmerie is organized, trained and has the logistics similarly with other European structures, being capable to assume its new tasks due to our accession to the European Union. The Romanian gendarmes accomplish their tasks in various and complex risk situations and fulfill important duties independently as well as in cooperation with other structures on the national territory or abroad or in international conflict areas. To fulfill all the tasks imposed by the law, Romanian Gendarmerie has a flexible and operational organization adapted to present social needs and which is disposed on all over the Romanian territory. At central level, the Romanian Gendarmerie is coordinated by the General Inspectorate of the Romanian Gendarmerie. At every district level, Action Gendarmerie District Inspectorates, and in Bucharest is the General Directorate of Bucharest Municipality. The elite unit of the Romanian Gendarmerie, the Special Brigade of Intervention, Blackțepeș, constituted exclusively of professionals, accomplishes its duties in the public order field and in anti-terrorist intervention area through all the territory of the country. For organizing and executing missions of ensuring and restoring public order and combating the criminality at territorial level are acting the Gendarmerie mobile groups that are directly subordinate to the General Inspector of the Romanian Gendarmerie. Also subordinated to the General Inspector of the Romanian Gendarmerie are the Gendarmerie Special Units, the training centers and units that are designated to the formation, training and specializing the Romanian Gendarmerie staff. Assignments of the Romanian Gendarmerie. It performs missions of ensuring public order during meetings, demonstrations and other similar activities carried out in public areas and involving people crowds. It performs missions in order to re-establish the public order when it has been disturbed by any kind of actions and deeds against the law into force. It performs missions in order to maintain public order within mountain resorts and tourist routes, as well as on the Black Sea coast, in the Danube Delta, in resorts or in other operational interest areas. In cooperation with other structures, it ensures the protection of the Romanian and foreign high statements during their presence in Romania and guard their residences. It ensures the guard and protection of the objectives, goods and other valuable assets of the state in domains concerning the state security, economy, science, culture and art. It ensures the guard and protection of certain important transport of valuables, as well as firearms, ammunition, explosive materials, drugs, toxic, radioactive and other dangerous substances, transport defined by law. It also protects the pipes used to transport the petroleum products. It performs rescue and evacuation missions for persons and goods affected by floods, fires, explosions, and other dangers, and also participates to eliminate their consequences. It performs hot pursuit missions for fugitives, deserters, and other persons of whom there is information or data that they are intending to perpetrate or have perpetrated crimes. Persons who run away from preventive custody or from prison punishments. It assures the surveillance, control and protection of the wild animals, feed for hunting and natural fishing funds, the Forest and Environment Protection Fund, by specific measures of preventing and countering any infringements of the legal provisions. The Romanian Gendarmerie personnel has attributions to detect contraventions and apply sanctions, and also elaborates all the necessary documents for the beginning of the judicial procedure for the offences detected during the specific missions. Participates together with the magistrate at his request to perform judicial procedures. To fight against crime and offences phenomenon, today the gendarmes perform new missions, assuring in this way a secure climate and the public order around the educational institutions, parks and resort places. In the present context, when the terrorism represents a main menace against global security, the Romanian Gendarmerie has new responsibilities for preventing and neutralizing terrorist acts. Therefore, an anti-terrorist unit has been created and the control methods in the risk areas have been multiplied and diversified. All the majority, the officers and the non-commissioned officers of the Romanian Gendarmerie are trained in specialized institutions of the Ministry of the Administration and of the Interior. The officers are trained at the Academy Alexandru Ioan Cuza within the Gendarmerie section, where they are provided with a superior juridical training and a military training specific to the gendarmes. The non-commissioned officers are trained within the Gendarmerie School for non-commissioned officers Grigore Alexandru Ghica from Drăgășani, southern Romania. An institution that represents a gauge for the training system of the Gendarmerie is the School of Application for Officers Mihai Viteazu of the Romanian Gendarmerie, a result of the collaboration with the National French Gendarmerie. By having a regional vocation, the school ensures the training improvement for the officers of the public order institutions from the Central and Eastern Europe countries, is instated with the most modern equipment and benefits from the French instructors and teachers' presence. A very important phase within the reform process of the Gendarmerie is that of professionalizing the staff through his continuous and flexible training. A very important phase within the reform process of the Gendarmerie is that of professionalizing the staff through his continuous and flexible training. The purpose is that of training capable gendarmes to action in complex situations for the protection of the legal order, of the citizens' fundamental rights, and of Romania's independence, sovereignty and integrity. Starting with 2002, the Romanian Gendarmerie benefits from the support of the National French Gendarmerie and of the Civil Guard from Spain within two FARE programs that have as objective the improvement of the law enforcement capacities according to the European Union practices and procedures. There have taken place more than 60 courses for training and specializing some instructors in the fields of public order, mountain intervention, forensic, judiciary police, victims assistance, public communication, anti-terrorist fight and international missions. A proof of the fact that the Romanian gendarmes are appreciated as professional is the participation under UN mandate from 2002 in peacekeeping missions in Kosovo. As an admission of the Romanian gendarmes' action where on duty, the UN officials have awarded, year after year, to all the units members of the UN medal serving the peace. Starting with the 31st of October 2002, the Romanian Gendarmerie is full rights member in the Association of the European and Mediterranean Gendarmerie and Police Force with military status. This success represents in the same time the result of the internal modern organization, but also the admission of the professionalism and high-quality training of the structures and attributions compatibility with those of European gendarmeries. All this represents the assumptions of the intercessions made by the Romanian gendarmes to become members of the European Gendarmerie Force a European Union instrument used for the civil crisis management. The affiliation to this global force that can deploy interoperable special police units in operational time in order to ensure the transition period between the military command and taking over the responsibilities by the civil authorities represents the main objective for the next period, and the participation during the last 2 years at the common training stages organized in France also shows that, from the training point of view, the Romanian gendarmes are Euro-compatible. A constant dimension of the Romanian Gendarmerie command activity is that of collaboration with similar institutions from the entire world. European integration and the alignment of our legislation to the old continent practice represent a priority too. Therefore, there are testifying the permanent exchanges of information and the bilateral relations with the national French Gendarmerie, the Civil Guard from Spain, the Italian Carabinieri, the Royal Gendarmerie from the Netherlands, the Turkish Gendarmerie, the Republican National Guard from Portugal. There was established a special relation with the Police Popular Armed Troops from China. The Romanian Gendarmerie maintains relations of permanent communication with the civil society and with its representatives by concluding some partnership with the main Union Confederation's Human Rights Organization, Mountain Rescuers, Environment Protection Guard, Gypsies organizations, and with Romanian Scouts organization. Informing the civil society about the Romanian Gendarmerie activity is ensured through a very good connection with mass media, through permanent organizing of conferences and briefings, press trips and other activities of public relations, intended to ensure the Gendarmerie transparency, conversance and credibility within its relations with the citizens.
Baila, baila negra, ay mueve la cintura, que a mí me da locura de verte así bailar.